Those mashed potatoes earlier slapped mean.
Slapped?
Yes.
Slapped means the highest of high fives.
Basham, why you always capping?
Alright, I put no limits on anything, no cap. Alright, sky's the limit. So I know what your slang is. Don't be tripping.
The tea was just spilt.
Spilling the tea refers to speaking with a British accent.
I was shook when you gave us the pacer test.
You are ticked off.
I'm so shook. Those paintings are awesome.
Shook? Shook is actually, I don't think you're using it correctly, because shook means a super hook, which is, of course, the hardest shot in all of basketball.
No cap, dumbest style guide.
Sweet. Awesome.
Mrs. Gillingham, your class is lit.
It means that my class is super fun and a happening place to be.
Okay, boomer.
Boomer, that is not very appropriate, but what it's actually referring to an extremely large belch.
Did you know George Washington spilt the tea to his wife?
What?
Christmas parties are lit.
Lit. Lit refers to a person who looks at the sun and causes themselves to sneeze.
Wasn't that etiquette dinner lit?
It was awesome, thanks.
My dress right now is on fleek.
On fleek. Oh, that's actually a little embarrassing that you said that, because fleek refers to, it's actually two words together, meaning that your fly is down. Fly and eek, which is a sign of distress. That so if someone says on fleek, then you know you better fix.
Hey.
I have some tea to spill to you.
What?
He just said yeet to that question.
Yeet. Yeet, little known fact, a yeet is a vegetable developed in 1998 by the agronomist Dwight Schrute. He came up with using the DNA of a yam and the DNA of a beet, creating what is arguably the most nutritious of all vegetables, the yeet.
Merry Early Christmas.
Or just Happy Holidays.
I'm Enrique.
And I'm Emma. We'll be your guides to this holiday special.
By that we mean we'll be telling you what's next.
If you saw a group of kids all dressed up, that was probably our ZBN crew.
A group of choir singers went around and tried their best to serenade you.
Then after that fiasco, we had the high schoolers come in the 7th period and sang for us.
Later on we covered our impactful teachers by having them read notes from your fellow peers.
And lastly, we have some footage from the Purdue field trip sprinkled in.
Enough from us.
And please enjoy this holiday special from ZBN.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Frosty the Snowman was a holly happy soul. When I clap in the fairy tale they say, he began to dance around. Frosty the Snowman was a lion he could eat.
All I want for Christmas is you.
It's literally December 20th, Lily.
It's not the point. Hey, you jolly old folks. It's Christmas time here at RMS, and I'm Lily.
And I'm Dara.
Humbug.
What? Who even likes Christmas? There's no meaning behind it at all.
Dara, what are you talking about? There is a true meaning behind Christmas.
And for me. It's broke. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. This tree is looking great. I love Christmas with all my heart. It is amazing.
Christmas is celebrated across the world. It is celebrated here in the U.S. on December 25th, and some people celebrate on the 24th. We call that Christmas Eve. The first recorded date of Christmas was on December 25th, 336 BCE. Us kids usually think of it as a time to receive presents.
Personally, I love the food.
Yes, and food. But sometimes I think we forget that presents aren't the reason we celebrate Christmas. Christmas is a time to be with family and friends and to remember what you're thankful for.
One year I got a Barbie dream house.
Wasn't that last year?
Maybe, but that's still not the point.
Anyways, Some families celebrate by decorating Christmas trees or having Christmas parties. Decorating the Christmas tree symbolizes unity between people, family, and friends. With that, this Christmas I have a challenge for you. Tell all your loved ones what you're thankful for and remember not to care about the presents as much. Yes, presents are a nice surprise, but remember those aren't what's important.
Also, you should have a challenge to see who can eat the most food.
Dara.
I'm Mia.
And I'm Ava.
As you know, Christmas is coming up.
5 more sleeps.
Yes, now how do you celebrate Christmas?
I celebrate with presents and family.
As do most American families, but other countries celebrate it very different.
Like Kwanzaa and Hanukkah.
The first one we'll be talking about is the Giant Lantern Festival in the Philippines.
Every year it is held on the Saturday before Christmas Eve.
They hold a competition for the biggest and best lantern.
Next is Krampus from Austria.
Krampus is believed to be a beast-style creature who accompanies St. Nicholas on his earthly journey.
He takes the bad children away in his sack, while Santa gives gifts to the good boys and girls.
The last cool tradition from around the world is Kentucky Fried Christmas dinner in Japan.
In recent years, Christmas Day feast of the Colonial's very own Kentucky Fried Chicken has become a new tradition in Japan.
Sounds delicious.
So make sure to be a good child.
Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun away. Jingle bell time, it's a song time. Get all riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling beat. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock.
You are the best teacher ever. You inspired me to keep trying and always stay positive. You inspired me by you always being positive to any and every student, no matter how you felt. You are one of the best. I am so glad that you are or were my teacher. I hope that you can inspire more people just like you did me.
Miss Collins, I don't even know where to start. You're such a kind, inspiring person. I know I haven't known you that long, but I can just tell how caring you are. Every day I look forward to having your class. When times are rough, you always take my mind off of the bad things and make me smile. Not only are you a great person, but you're an amazing teacher.
The teacher that inspires me the most is Mrs. Dunwoody. Mrs. Dunwoody inspires me the most because she makes me smile and makes a difference, impacting my day in life. She also helps me in science when I'm struggling on a study guide or an assignment. She shows me the potential of who I am. She gives back to the community and inspires me to do the same. This is the teacher that encourages me every day. Thank you, Mrs. Dunwoody, for making me smile every minute, every hour, and every day. So sweet, wondering who it is.
Mrs. Kripe has to be the best 8th grade teacher ever. Aww. She's super funny and really down to earth. She teaches science like a boss and always loves to talk. Well, I love to talk. Her stories are the highlights of class because she's so entertaining. Mrs. Kripe should get the best teacher award 1,000,000 times over. I'm so thankful to have her as a teacher this year. Aw, whoever this is, thank you.
Mr. Bailey, you are very impactful in my education because you are very nice and you make things very interesting. Plus, you teach one of the best subjects. You also take part in everything you teach. You don't just teach us and give us an assignment. You are very into what you teach. And by doing that, it makes me, and I'm sure other students, learn more and get more out of your class. You let us have fun when we should, and you're serious when it needs to be serious. You're a great teacher, and you are very impactful in my education and learning about social studies, and I'm sure you are to others also.
Okay, Miss Collins, you have impacted my life in many ways by helping me with my big problems and small problems. I can ask you my personal questions that I can't trust. I am gonna cry. That I can't trust anybody else with. For instance, when you helped me with my work and more. You have been such an amazing role model for me. That is really nice.
Okay. To Mr. Robbie, we want to start off by saying thank you for being one of our favorite people in our lives and for you for pushing us to our limits at what we love to do. When I am feeling down and I see you, it always lifts my spirits for the day. Another one I remember is that time when I beat you in Madden. Okay. I will never forget that moment in my life, but you will always be a good sport about it. Also, I love your thoughtfulness for other people. You're one of the nicest people there is in my life. Even though you're my coach, you're like a brother to us. Thank you for everything.
Ho ho hello, Merry Christmas and welcome to sports.
But it's not Christmas.
Yeah, but this is the last time we're gonna see him before Christmas.
Oh. Well, Happy New Year.
Okay, I guess, but we have a lot of sports to go over, so let's get started.
Last Monday, the 6th grade had a basketball game against Caston. The B team won and also the A team won.
And 7th and 8th grade had a game against Trian, and they both sadly lost.
On Thursday, 6th grade had a basketball game at Covert, and both A and B team won.
And 7th and 8th grade had a game against Wabash.
On Sunday, 6th grade had a basketball game against Tippy Valley. Both A and B team won.
And 7th and 8th grade had a game against LaVille.
This Monday, 6th grade had a game against Lincoln. The A team won and the B team also won.
And finally, on Thursday, 6th grade had a game against Columbia.
And the 7th and 8th grade had a game against Pecatoqua.
And we don't have any games over the weekend because it's Christmas break. So, Merry Christmas!
Hello, Olympic fans.
This is Mia and Ava here to give you the latest on the Winter Olympics.
This year, the country hosting will be Japan.
So you better be there.
I wonder who will win.
Bangladesh.
Are they even in it?
I don't know, probably.
Anyways,
The Winter Olympics will begin on Friday, February 4th, and it will end on Sunday, February 20th.
the Winter Olympic Games are a major international multi-sport event held once every 4 years for sports practiced on snow and ice. The first Winter Olympic Games, the 1924 Winter Olympics, were held in Chamonix, France.
The sports that will be performed are ski jumping,
Nordic combined,
biathlon,
skeleton,
alpine skiing,
luge,
cross-country skiing,
speed skating,
curling,
ice hockey,
figure skating,
snowboarding.
and bobsledding.
That's all for today.
Have a happy holiday.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's the most
wonderful time of the year.
Zipperman. Hey, generation is in the office.
Wonderful time
Moving from 3 to 5.
Helps. Well, on to today.
Yeah, this is our yearly tradition, and today we got a tip that there may be an elf in the middle school.
These pesky elves, so tricky every year to get.
Yeah, I've got nothing quite yet. Oh wait, I have an idea for a trap.
Well done, Kate Boyle. This will be done in a wrap.
2 hours later.
Alright, now the trap is set. With our fighting minds stealing it.
And all we have to do is wait.
Keep your eyes out. Sit short and look straight.
Oh, come on. I'm bored out of my mind.
But Kate, me Boyle.
Oh,
look,
Santa!
are you blind?
Wait.
caught it?
Yes, 1 weekend she was out in a sprint.
Finally, we got it. This was such a bore.
So follow us on Instagram for more.
Okay, Ashley, what's up with the rhymes?
You gotta go with the Christmas times.
10, 9, 8, whatever. Happy New Year's. I'm Zach Slosher.
And I'm Bailey Freon. Yes, all of you probably witnessed the ball drop on New Year's Eve.
Here's a clip of last year when the ball dropped. If you haven't seen the ball drop, it happens right at midnight, 10 seconds before midnight, on December 31st and January 1st.
Everyone gathers around the Times Square as you've seen in the video, or around their TVs at home where it's warm. And 10 seconds before 12, everyone begins to count down. We all count down to bring on the new year.
After you bring on the new year, you do this thing where you write down stuff you want to quit, like stop drinking pop and quit playing Fortnite and find a new game to play. This is called your New Year's resolutions.
Some people eat cabbage after the ball drops to bring good luck and fortune in the next year. I'm Bailey.
And I'm Zach Slosher, and Happy New Year.
ZBN and I'm singing. I'm in ZBN and I'm singing. I'm in ZBN and I'm singing. It's just nice to meet another human that shares my affinity for elf culture.
Daryl, what are you doing?
I just like smiling. Smiling's my favorite.
What?
Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there.
Today we will be talking about the elf on the shelf and how it started.
Elves have been a famous character in mythology for centuries.
Started in 2005, the elf on the shelf tradition, as you would call it, has only grown more and more every year.
An elf on the shelf is a Christmas tradition where an elf on the shelf is sent to you from the North Pole to make children behave themselves.
The idea of it is that Santa's little helper watches over you day by night, and each night it goes back to the North Pole to report if you were naughty or nice.
I've always wondered what it would feel like to be an elf on the shelf with all the beady eyes staring at you.
So therefore, we decided to go undercover as elves on the shelves around the school to see people's reactions.
On to our elf experience.
What is that? I am out. Bye. Bye, Mrs. Elf.
Well, that's it for today, jolly old folks.
Yep, heading back to the North Pole tonight.
She's not an actual elf.
Yes, I am. Just remember, there's room for everyone on the nice list. Santa told me.
It's Enrique.
And it's Emma. It's weird how it's December and there's no snow on the ground.
I know that it hasn't really been snowing lately, but you never know. Snow could come anytime, and it's already cold outside.
With the weather's getting freezing temperatures, ice is starting to come around.
Make sure you wear warm clothes to keep warm and not to freeze.
Make sure to watch out for ice on the ground on the road. Walking around and seeing ice on the ground, be ready to catch yourself or steady yourself.
Falling on the ground can result in broken bones, and if you don't break something, you can end up spraining or twisting something.
And make sure your parents are careful on the roads. There's ice on the roads this time of year, and cars can easily drift off into ditches or other parts of the road.
Make sure you have some heaters. It can get cold inside houses, and it will be better to keep from getting sick with some heaters around the house.
It always does have to be safety though. Winter's is fun and there's a lot you can do. Make sure you enjoy the snow and you have something to do when winter break hits.
If it will snow for once. But if it does, enjoy it. But always be safe though. Things can be a lot more fun when it's safe.
Oh, Lord, please say no.
Yeah, does anyone
Are you going to serenade us?
Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
anyone have that screwdriver so I can gouge my ears out?
During the holidays, all over the world is marketing. Marketing is seen from billboards to TV commercials. These ads might tell you that you'll be happier with a said product. These marketing schemes do work for most people.
But unlike those ads, you won't feel happy. That product won't give you the happiness of family or friends, only brief happiness that will soon leave.
So remember, kids, be happy with the presents you get.
Because some people don't get what you get, and yet they're still happy.
Merry Christmas, kiddos! I got you all these great and amazing gifts. I spent a lot of time and effort.
Thanks, Mom. You didn't spend a lot of time and effort. What are these? 4 iPads? Mom, I'm supposed to have 6. I had 5 last year. That means I have 6 this year. And an iPhone 11. What are you thinking? I don't care. I want 6 iPads. I had 5 last year. I need 6 this year and an iPhone 11.
Thanks,
I don't need this. I don't want this. Mom, take these back or keep them. I don't like them.
Hark the bells, sweet summer bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old. Ring on the wool, ding ding dong, that is the song. Ring dong, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, raising the sound, oh, telling a tale. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here, ding ding dong, that is the song. Ding 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 dong, ladies and all that end. Ding ding dong, Lord, how the bells, sweet summer bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old. Ding ding dong, that is the song. With the ring all, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they come, praising the sound, telling a tale. Gaily they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding 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 song. Ding 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 song. Ding ding dong, ding ding
Welcome to a new segment on our show called Are You Smarter Than a 6th Grader? Today, I'm going to be your host, Brock Wilson, and this is
Brayden Crom, your co-host.
This is a knowledge off to see if Mrs. Kripe versus Wade Bowers can win on Are You Smarter Than a 6th Grader?
This is a knowledge off to see if Mrs. Kripe is smarter than a 6th grader.
Okay, first question. What did Egyptians use to make paper?
Papyrus.
1 point to Mrs. Kripe.
Next question. What is the superlative to bad? Worser.
Not good.
No. The answer is worse. Neither of you got it. Last question. What is the square root of 144?
12.
Wait.
Hey!
Wait,
I'm not good at math.
Okay, well, you guys tied then. And that's all the time we have today for
Are You Smarter Than a 6th Grader?
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding ding dong, ding ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Ring those Christmas, ring those bells, ring those Christmas, ring those bells. This is ZBN News, and we approve this message.